And welcome everyone. This is just going to be a quick update, some Lois news. Going to be going into the geodome. Going to be going into family on the payroll. And her claiming that she's now got a lack of funds. Let's get into it. Now I got to remember one of these videos she responded about the safe haven thing. She got really cocky about we couldn't find the geodome thing. And that's what she spent her time on, not answering all the false prophecies, not answering any of the other stuff. She just went on to, haha, you couldn't find it. And that leads me to believe that it's nowhere near the property. And I also checked on satellite a good amount of area, and I couldn't find anything near it. A little bit more on that later. But then I started digging through, and I found out that she's saying it's in a different town. It's on somebody else's safe haven. She spent $100,000 on this, her own words, to put it nowhere near the safe haven and on somebody else's property. And this is what I dug up on that.
Gary and I went to visit our brother and sister who live in a town near us, and they have a safe haven. And we took some videos of what they had going and stuff. And the dome is there because they're the ones kind of running the dome right now. So
now you heard her. It's not even in the same town. This map here, Walton's in the center of it. I did a grid search of this whole area and I didn't find it. And the way that she was talking made me think that it's not even anywhere close. But she spent $100,000 on this dome, her words, to put on somebody else's property away from her safe haven empty field. I find that very interesting, and plus she called him brother. I'm not sure about that, but
I'm going to show you the dome. The dome is not on the safe haven property that I just showed you. It's in a different location with a working safe haven so that we could get the vegetables and the fruits growing in it. We chose to put it somewhere else in the area, but in a different place. That's why it's not in the actual safe haven, because there's nobody living there yet to take care of it. And you have to have running water and things happening. We have the well, but right now the electric has to be connected to it in order for it to be running water. So we're not at that point yet.
Now she lives close by to this safe haven open field, and she's got this very expensive ATV Defender thing that she could run water to it, and that's just part of it. We're going to get into Defender and all that later, different video. But she's saying she didn't have electric, didn't have water, and then other videos show where she's got electric and water. So that doesn't really make sense.
This is the well. And the story of the well is I had a dream. And in the dream, God showed me exactly where he wanted the well to be. So that's a major thing. We had one road put up to the top. We had the electric put up to the top.
So she spent $100,000 to buy somebody else a geodome that's not near the property, whenever her open field has no housing, no safe haven, anything on it, except for the $17,000 cross she just had put on it. Because, you know, you got to get the vegetables growing before you build houses or something.
So, scammer or planner?
She's got a video out trying to defend the safe haven, and I thought it curious of who's the guy in the red in the reflection there. Now this next part we're going to go into family on the payroll. She talks about her son-in-law or something built all the sheds that, by the way, I found a video where she said everything was going to be made out of gopher wood. Pretty sure it's not. But anyway, the son-in-law or something like that put the electric up the hill, $60,000 for that in a road or something like that. And I thought it was interesting that it was family members doing that. And there's some other family members at the end here.
Son-in-law, who him and his father have a construction business, they built this for us, all these buildings. And he's the one putting the road in and doing all the things.
Now her son, she talks about him all the time, some sort of miracle baby, blah, blah, blah. I can't take anything she says seriously. But I found it very interesting that on 2 different public record searches, 2 different companies, he's employed by King of Glory Ministries. I know he has another job and his 5-bedroom house and all this stuff, but he's been employed by her ministry for years. Could they be wrong? Maybe, but I checked 2 different sites and both of them have him on the payroll. Now, Gary here, he's the one that does the video editing, the live stream. He's the one that set up the Texas Gathering live stream thing. The only time I've ever heard her say anything about her son was that he set the web page up years ago. And that is if I remember correctly. He may have not even done that. So I'm not sure why they're saying he's on the payroll. I'm not sure if that's correct. I just know I checked 2 spots and both of them said the same thing. Interesting.
This conference in Florida, he told me not to charge for the tickets. I don't really have the finances to do this without the people stepping up and helping. We did the first time. We had the money coming in. People were giving. People have pulled way back. So right now, I don't really have the funds. So, scammer or planner?
Maybe the information's getting out there. Maybe people are reevaluating things. Maybe she's just telling stories. I don't know. But that's the video, folks. Thanks for dropping by. Everybody have a good day.
It's like prophecy is going out to the direction, like prophetic words on this, and what actually happened was this, and
so, scammer or planner?